Making a behelit out of clay. This is a tutorial on how I personally make a behelit keychain or necklace. I use this build guide that I've made for myself. I have 2 versions of them. Feel free to use my guide. This clip, I had pre-baked an egg-shaped for the base. I made a dent in the middle for the nose. That way it's easier for me to go off by and carefully placing clay. Don't forget to add a hole in the middle so you'll know where to add the jewelry part. Right here, I'm just going off by the build guide on the nose, carefully placing the clay. Also the clay I'm using for this is Cos clay. I use rubbing alcohol to smooth out parts of the clay. Now we move on to the mouth. You could see me cutting apart the clay into 6 small pieces for the mouth. I added a bit more clay to the upper lip. You can always go back and remove or add any excess clay. Onto thighs, I'm cross-hatching with my sharp tool. I do this because it will make the clay grip on tighter. I'm carefully adding on the closed eyelids. I use my silicone blending tool to smooth out and blend any edges. This part I'm also using the cross-hatching technique. For the top part of the behelit, I added the wire so then that way I can know where the jewelry holder is located at. This part was a bit tedious to work with. I added for curved claw-like pieces onto the clay, adding rubbing alcohol to smooth out any rough edges. This is towards the end where I bake it in the oven for 250 degrees for 30 minutes. If you're using a different brand of clay, make sure you read their instructions on how long to bake it in the oven for. All Polymerclay brands are different. All done. Thank you for watching my tutorial, and stay tuned for part 2 of painting.